major area of low pressure, the counterclockwise swirl here, moving on off towards the east, towards Russia, actually, the Soviet Union. And we see
toward Vienna, also toward Lucerne.
British Isles. So traveling to Ireland or even into Scotland and London, you're going to see some windy conditions and some cloudy skies. Notice the rain possibilities into Paris and a high of about 57 degrees. A lot warmer for the Mediterranean, and on back towards Athens, a chance of rain. Stay tuned.
To you. Thanks for tuning in for this edition of Storm Watch. I'm Lisa Moser. At this time, we are still looking at the possibility of additional severe thunderstorms pushing through north central Texas. This is an area that is under a watch for severe thunderstorms until 9 p.m. local time. And at this time, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Stevens County until 5 p.m. local time. These thunderstorms have been moving to the north at 5 miles per hour, just to the south of Graham. We are looking at a severe thunderstorm. We'll take a closer look at that, but at this time let's go to our tropical weather update, where we begin by looking at the big picture for tropical weather out in the Atlantic, from the Caribbean and into the Gulf of Mexico. We're looking at an area of convection that pushed across the Yucatan Peninsula overnight. This afternoon it has been moving fairly quickly to the north. Not a lot of time for development since it's moving so quickly, so it's likely just to darken the skies and bring in showers across the southern areas of Louisiana and bring in more rain showers for southern parts of Mississippi as we head into the overnight hours tonight. Out towards the Caribbean, we have one wave here and another wave a little further to the east. This wave is experiencing a lot of shearing. We have a very strong westerly component just to the north of the ITZ, and we are going to continue to see an unfavorable area for development as that shearing does continue. But some rain showers have come in across the Antilles, and this could have been a day that we got a lot of cleanup done, since we are still looking at and trying to recover from the devastation as Hurricane George moved through this area. So a lot of that had to be put on hold, as we are seeing rain showers come in not only across the Antilles Islands, but also we're seeing some rain showers across areas along the coast of Venezuela. This next wave, however, may have a chance of some development. If it stays a little further to the south and make its way to the west, we may see it just undercut that shearing, and that's just a possibility, but certainly if we do see that occur, we could possibly see some development, but that's still a few days away. But we'll continue to watch it. Looking a little bit closer at the Gulf of Mexico, here's that convection, and you can see very little in the way of organization, but we are seeing some cloud tops blow up, and some thunderstorms are likely to be in association with some of these high cloud tops with this cluster moving across the Gulf of Mexico. In Cuba, we've had mostly clear skies today. Looks like Havana, we're seeing a thunder shower blow up here, just an afternoon thunder shower. Is likely to live for a little while this afternoon, but die out overnight tonight. A little further out to the east, here's that second wave I was telling you about. It hasn't shown too much in the way of organization, but the possibility for it to organize is still there. It's just a wave. It's tracking to the west. It could possibly stay too far to the north and experience some of the same shearing that this first wave is experiencing. If it does that, even less likely to see any additional development with it. But it is a wave, and we'll continue to watch it and see. And so this is one entity that, of course, is still a concern, since we are still in the hurricane season. Looking out towards the coastal areas of Africa, you can see Dakar. We're mainly under clear skies, but yet another area of cloudiness, convection, likely to push over the coastal areas in probably the next 6 to 12 hours. So tomorrow we may be seeing another wave come over the coastal areas of Africa. We'll watch out for that. We're in the first week of October. It's the downside of the hurricane season. A lot of folks are probably glad after dealing with a couple of weeks and several, almost about a half a dozen landfalls with Hurricane George. And so as we head into November, we'll be looking for less and less activity to occur. If we do see another storm in the Atlantic, The name will be Lisa. We'll watch out for Lisa. Let's take a look out towards the Pacific. We are looking at an area that was a tropical depression right here. You see this cloud cover just to the south of Baja, California? It has certainly lost a lot of its punch. Let's take a closer look right out there. You can barely see it on the screen now. Not a lot there. Could it redevelop? Certainly, that's always a possibility. Looking at the U.S. map, though, I do want to point out this cluster of moisture. As I said earlier, it's really booking. It's moving fairly quickly across the Gulf Coast, and because it's moving so fast, that momentum is not going to allow for very much in the way of development. We're just looking at some showers out here. Certainly, that's a sigh of relief as we are still recovering from all of the wind damage and water damage, flood damage from George from last week. Looking closely at some of the rain showers pushing across north central Texas. Stephen County, if you're in this area, please do continue to seek shelter. Some of these thunderstorms have been severe. It's been a very wet day across the Ohio Valley. A lot of this moisture will continue to push into the northeast overnight tonight. Overnight tonight, we're going to see some colder temperatures up around the Tetons. We're likely to see some snow, and some of the snow is expected to accumulate in the high elevation above 5,000 feet. We're going to have more details on that next because, hey, Weather Center is next right here on the Weather Channel, and we're going to wait for Janetta and Rich to update us. So we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Rain soaks the nation's midsection while chilly conditions sweep the northeast. Find out if you'll need an umbrella or a jacket. Watch Weather Center after your local forecast.